Let's head to the education sector where the Non-Academic Staff Union of Universities and Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities, SSANU, have joined their counterparts across the country to embark on a 3-day nationwide protest. Now, according to workers at this institution, the government payment platform does not meet up with their expectations. They want the government to also ensure the payment of their earned allowances. And joining us now is our correspondent Sharon Ijason to bring us up to speed with this protest by Academic Staff Union of Universities. Sharon, the federal government just after 9 months succeeded in reaching some sort of resolution with ASU. So talk to us about this protest by the non-academic staff as well as SSANU.
Well, it's quite noisy here at the University of Lagos campus at Yaba, Lagos. But one thing I can tell you is that the workers are here in their numbers saying the same thing, that they are joining their colleagues across the country to restate their position towards informing the federal government that they are not comfortable with the payment platform IPIS, as it is not comfortable for them and they've been short paid. They're also concerned about the issue of the national minimum wage arrears, which has not been paid by the federal government and other institutions. I have with me one of the veteran members of SSANU, Ben and Osike. You'll be telling us some of their demands. Can you expatiate why it's essential for workers to be on protest for the next 3 days?
Yeah, for a very long time we have been on this struggle. And we have dialogue, negotiated with the federal government. On the 20th of October 2020, there was a memorandum of understanding after our warning strike. And they agreed to pay us our minimum wage arrears and the earned allowance arrears on or before 31st December 2020. But as I'm talking to you now, nothing has been done, and then that is why we are protesting.
Okay, we've heard it from one of the ex-officials here at SSANU, insisting that the protest will still continue for the next 3 days until the federal government and perhaps the Minister for Labour yields to their demands.
Quickly ask a question. For the veteran you're speaking with, the member of the union, we know that in December, the federal government released about 40 billion naira for earned allowances to the 4 unions in the universities. So they're still raising issues around earned allowances. What happens to the 40 billion?
Okay, now, the money that was released by the federal government as earned allowance, the concern that the university workers have is that the sharing formula with that of ASU, NASU and SSANU is poor. Right now, from the information we have, ASU got about 75% of the amount of money that was released by the federal government, while the other workers of the universities, which are under the ages of SSANU and NASU, are to share 25% of the earned allowance released by the federal government. According to these workers here, they said they also put enough effort to the duty that they are assigned to do, and they deserve a better sharing formula than that of the federal government released in the last few months.